Mindset Monday is on achieving what's your purpose and achieving your goals. Now, I have so many people that say, what if I lose motivation, or I tend to lose motivation, or what have you? And that is so common. Think about it when you start working out. You're really, really excited. The first few weeks, you're like, yeah, I'm dropping weight. I'm doing amazing. Currently there right now, 1 month in. But you're doing that. You're really excited and everything's pumped and you're getting going. And then you start losing weight slower and slower and your motivation starts lacking. And so when that happens, when your motivation starts lacking, what do? You have to figure out what your purpose is. And that pertains to real estate too. We host a lot of events, virtual now, but even before virtual, they were nationwide. They were, we would go in, we'd have 3-day retreats, we'd have 1-day boot camps, we'd have luncheons, we'd have 2-hour events. We do all kinds of things. People leave there inspired. They leave there excited. They have their information. They have the steps and they're all ready to go. And then I check in about a week later, sometimes, especially after the retreats, and you can see the motivation waning. And it's really hard for people to keep that momentum up. And I've been there, I've done that, I understand. That is very hard to keep up. So with that, you have to figure out your biggest why. And it's not just why, but your purpose for doing it. Because your why may be your kids. Your why may be you want to make money. Your why may be all these other things. But if it doesn't relate, if it doesn't fuel you to move, because let's think about it when it comes to our kids. Our kids are usually our whys, right? He's my why, okay? But at the end of the day, when he would actually probably need the real estate is way far off. So you start procrastinating, right? You start being like, well, I have other things to do that are important right now that I need to focus on now. So my biggest recommendation is to figure out what is the purpose of doing what you're doing and how is it going to affect you now and all of that. And so even with losing weight, I was sharing this over the weekend. I have cards. I have them here. They fell as I was talking. I have a card and there's 2 index cards and they're full of my whys for losing weight. And then I have my whys for staying in real estate and continuing building on it. And these whys are very personal. These whys are ones that some made me cry as I was writing. These whys, I'm not going to share them just because they are very personal, but they are the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing. And the reasons that when I get the 100th no, or God forbid, a contract falls through, or just something doesn't work out, or I have the seller and then he just decides I'm not interested, or she's like, no, not right now, or what have you, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to lose some motivation there, your steam and all of that. And so I'll read the whys. And those whys and those purpose of why I'm doing what I'm doing kind of refuels me to get back up and to do it again and again and again and keep moving forward. Real estate and entrepreneurship is like a roller coaster. There's the highs and the lows, the highs and the lows. And even you could have the highs and the lows multiple times in a day. And so my biggest recommendation for you is to really sit down and think, why am I doing this? What's my purpose? Because that is powerful. And when you know that and it is there and it's in front of you 24/7, it's going to drive you. And I listen to this podcast every day when I'm working out. This podcast, no matter what mood I'm in, it gets me fired up. And it's actually called Find Your Purpose. It's a motivational thing on Spotify I listen to, and it gets me pumping when I'm walking or I'm working out. And it talks about this, about how your purpose is what's going to fuel you. It's going to give you that fire to move forward no matter what you're going through. And so I don't know how many times I could say it, but if you just figure out what that is, why do you want to be in real estate? What is it going to give you? And attach your feeling to that. Attach your feeling to being in real estate. What is that going to do for you? How is that going to help you as a person? How is that going to help your family? Include your whys into your purpose. Why is this going to do that? And when you figure that out, it makes you unstoppable because it's going to make you not want to give up no matter what. And in the last 5 years of real estate, That is what has fueled me. That is what has made me get up every day, even if the day before was bad, and keep me going. Because I'm like, you know what? I have my purposes, I have my whys, and this is why I'm going to move forward. And so I wanted to bring that to you guys as just a quick, like, pick me up on Monday with the week. A lot of people tend to start waning from their resolutions and all of that, and I don't want that to be the women that I work with. So with that being said, figure that out. And even if you want to comment below, what is your why? Why are you doing this? You're welcome to figure out what fires you, what really builds you and makes you want to get up in the morning and do that, and it will make you powerful. I keep affirmations all over the place, post-its, everything that shows my whys, shows my purpose, reminds me when I'm feeling down, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, just even really simple ones. Like, I'm coming from a place of wanting to help. That's why I'm here. That's one of my very important whys, is I want to help others. So there you go. I'm sharing a why anyway. Is I wanted to help others. I have seen people just in coaching and in real estate just get so discouraged by life, get so beaten down by life. Things just keep going wrong over and over. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do everything in my power to help them. And yes, it benefits me in a way too, because of real estate, I make the money, I make the profits, but I help them. I've given them money to move. I've given them down payments on apartments, gotten them a U-Haul. I've worked with some amazing sellers that turned around and actually ended up thanking me for helping them sell their house or helping them get out of situations they didn't even realize they wanted to sell yet. They didn't know that was an option for them when they're going to foreclosure, that they could still get rid of their house and stuff like that. So figure out your purpose. I kind of just came on. I didn't really plan this live, but I just felt like something I needed to share. I've been listening to that podcast, and I'm like, this applies to my women. This applies to the women in real estate. And so I would love to hear what you do to really fuel it and to not give up, because this is the year we don't give up on ourselves, right? This is the year we stick to everything. This is the year that we do what we say we're going to do. And so find out what that is going to do and what that's going to take for you to not give up on yourself. All right. Thank you for listening for Mindset Monday. I try to do these every week. So let me know what your purpose and why is if you want to. Bye, everybody.